Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Blitzburg Coverage Podcast. I am your host, K freaking Mac, man. We are back here on a Turn Tuesday talking a post dub, man. Steelers over Browns 27-14. Was a glorious day in the Berg as my voice is still a little raspy from a belts to asses, ass whooping kind of game. And I kind of knew that was inevitable, just after what happened that previous game. Steelers covering a -6.5 point line at home. We needed this win. Another AFC North straight game, fourth in a row. Talking Ravens at home, at Cleveland, at Cincinnati, back home for Cleveland in December ball. Big time victory. So let's talk about it. Steelers open up with a nice, good drive. Would have been nice to get a touchdown there, but open up the game with a field goal thanks to Boswell. Browns come down the field, finish it off with a touchdown drive to Jerry Jeudy, if I'm not mistaken, or was it Jeudy? I think it was, or the tight end, one of the motherfuckers. Longest passing touchdown allowed by Pittsburgh's defense. I think it was like 37 yards. And then 3-7, we kind of start off slow, typically in games, so we really don't take advantage till about the second half, as we held Cleveland scoreless second quarter and third quarter, all the way up until about the fourth quarter, about 7 minutes to go. The Browns scored again. During that time period, we saw the defense, 3 big sacks. Cam Hayward with a big day, 2 sacks, a pass deflection. Alex Highsmith with a sack in his return from injury. Pressures on Winston. Cleveland was 2 of 13 on third down. The offense was efficient. 6 of 13 on third down. Russell Wilson with about 160 yards passing, 2 touchdowns with passing scores to Van Jefferson and Pat Freiermuth. Leading up into this game, though, I didn't do a podcast or any kind of preview, but we did get Corey Trice Jr. back. I'm not sure how much he played on Sunday, because when we're at the game, it's hard to keep track of everything. There's so much shit going on. But Dante Jackson left the game with a back injury. George Pickens ended up missing the game, and I didn't even know that until the game started. I was like, what the fuck? Where's number 14 out there? He wasn't out there. And the offense still was efficient. Thought Russ played good. Once again, just managing the game. Mike Williams with a couple of nice plays. That offensive pass interference was a Sharman soft call. Roughing the passer on us against Winston was a Sharman soft call. The referees, I don't really got nothing needs to be said about them. They're just always going to be against us. It's whatever. But defensively, I thought they played well once again. A lot of pressure on Winston, shutting down Nick Chubb in the running game. They only had about 80 yards rushing, but pretty much we were well in control of this game. Jaylen Warren has really come on strong. It looks like he's like our second half back. Kind of looks like our second half running back. Like we open up the game, typically with Najee when we're trying to set the tone, but really in the passing situation and, running the ball in the second half, it looks like we go to Warren in there mixed in with Cordell Patterson. Though I thought that Patterson fumble towards the end of the game really could have made things interesting. But 2 plays later, Dante Jackson interception. Cleveland with a muffed punt right after fucking, Jerry Jeudy or whoever the fuck, Kadarius Toney was talking shit, threw the ball at once face, and then fumbles the ball. Then the next punt. Special teams was solid once again. Nothing too wild, just doing their job on that side. Freiermuth again, 4 receptions, 60-some yards. Looked like this game was more or less just about, don't risk it. Play this, let's just go win the game. It was a get-right kind of game, not a get-back kind of game, really, is what the players were reiterating. Was this wasn't really about getting back at Cleveland. It was more or less just another AFC North game, division game, another game we needed to win, especially with these next 3 games in the next 10 days. Coming up with the game at Philadelphia, on the road at Baltimore, and then at home against the Chiefs on Christmas. We've known it all year long. But sitting at 10-3, we are in a great position. we can already clinch the playoffs this weekend. But I really just thought this game pretty much went how I thought it was going to go. There's not really a whole lot I need to say about it, but losing Pickens definitely hurt. Mike Williams made some plays. Scotty Miller made some plays. Van Jefferson made a couple plays. So, we're just going to have to find a way to make it work until George Pickens comes back, which definitely sucks. With this pivotal stretch coming down the next couple weeks, we need him back healthy. It's a hamstring injury, so we have to be very careful with this. Don't want to fucking re-aggravate it. So I'll preview that Eagles game later this week because that's a big one for sure. But I don't think he's going to play Sunday. Probably not. We don't really need to play him. This isn't a fucking must-win game, but yeah, Winston is a gunslinger, so I knew we'd probably get some chances at turnovers. But that first interception on the screenplay, Keanu Bent what a fucking play that was by a defensive lineman really early there in the game. First quarter, I want to say, if I'm not mistaken. Massive play. Can't say enough about that. James Pierre with the interception there late in the fourth quarter to really seal things. And ultimately, we just kind of controlled the ball after that for the final 4 minutes. Could have gotten a field goal or potentially a touchdown or whatever, but just nailed out. No need to score more points. No need to fucking get somebody hurt on a meaningless play. Kneel the ball there, and that's the best play in football is when you're able to kneel it, get the dub. And it looks like, as far as the rest of this conference and division goes, talking about this division, we officially ended Cleveland's playoff hopes, which they were already done anyways, but officially eliminated. Cleveland now out, and Cincinnati with the dub last night, able to keep the playoff hopes alive at 5-8, need to win out. Baltimore sits at 8-5. They didn't play this past Sunday, so they were able to chill, lay back, and see us gain a 2-game advantage on them as we are looking to get that AFC North crown, not this weekend, but the next weekend afterward when we go to Baltimore on a Saturday. But as far as the rest of the conference goes, the Chiefs were able to get a game-winning field goal over the LA Chargers, and they won the AFC West for the 9th straight year. They're sitting at 11 wins. If I'm not mistaken, 11 wins or 12, I don't know. And the Buffalo Bills lost on the road at the Los Angeles Rams, which definitely helped for sure if we're trying to get that 2/1 seed, which would be cool, but it's going to be tough. We're going to have to fucking win out and get some help, whether it's Buffalo losing to Detroit this weekend or the Chiefs losing. We're going to need a little bit of both. That'd be awesome. If we get the 1 or 2 seed, that would really be fucking beast, but, who knows? But overall, this game this past Sunday was a great time. I had a great time at the Berg. Always a good time there, man. The environment, the atmosphere is awesome. It was a great day. 50 degrees, sunny, not like December weather whatsoever. And the Steelers come out looking good. Porter Jones, the offensive line, stepped up for sure and slowing down Myles Garrett. Didn't really hear his name until that fourth quarter irrelevant sack. So I thought at times the run game was a little inefficient, but we're going to stick to it. That's our bread and butter, the running game. Try to work some play action off of that, and keep Russ. Try to keep Russ clean, as we're gonna need Russ to cook heading down this stretch. And he's been awesome, man. 12 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 6-1 record as a starter. What more can you ask? As he's finally, he's gotten a taste of AFC North ball straight 4 weeks straight AFC North games. 3-1 record over that span. I will gladly take that any day of the week. Injury-wise, it sounded like Dante Jackson suffered an injury. Deshaun Elliott suffered a major minor hamstring tightness injury post-game. So there's going to be some injuries, but definitely need to monitor heading into this Philadelphia game, Clash of Pennsylvania kind of battle. Sunday 4:30 game. But nonetheless, I will be watching. I will be pretty turnt. And because regardless, I think, regardless of a win or loss, we can get into the playoffs Sunday with the Dolphins losing to Houston and the Colts losing to Denver. So, even if we lose Sunday, we can still at least clinch the playoffs. So, and it's good to finally be in a spot where we're not needing 6 teams to lose 2 of their next 3 games, and we have to win out and fucking do 65 backflips. So, but, I'm just going to remain firm on my stance with this team. We can absolutely go contend for the 7th trophy. And if you're not willing to admit that as a football fan, you are blind. I've said it many of times. You got a coach who's been there, who's done that. You got a quarterback who's been there, who's done that. We're solid on all sides of the ball. Offense, defense, special teams. Boswell, the defense with number 90. Hayward, JPJ, Minka, Patrick Queen, Peyton Wilson. Fucking offense. Offensive line is, I really feel like, starting to come to their own with the young ballers. Fucking McCormick. Zach Frazier is a rookie. McCormick's a rookie. Isaac Seumalo's the veteran. Damore Jr., has been solid. And Broderick Jones has, since that bye week, I really think he stepped up. Maybe not the most clean pass protector, but at least he's helped really as far as discipline, flags, with holding calls and all that shit. So, it's good to see us bounce back. 2 straight wins on the road. AFC dubs will never complain. And I think that'll do it for the recap. Again, not a super spicy podcast episode, but a solid victory. And, I'm not going to flex with it, not going to celebrate, party. It was awesome to be there Sunday. Celebrate it, get crunky with it. But it is Cleveland. It's a 3-win team. This it is what it is. This is expected. The Brooms, we were never gonna get it swept by Cleveland, so they're just white noise. They're just fucking all talk. So that'll do it for me. Hope you all enjoyed the podcast review. We will definitely do another episode for sure. Last week I just had a lot of shit going on, stuff with court and some other ridiculous bullshit. But with the big game brewing in Philadelphia, within state borderlines, an 11-win team, we definitely have to preview that this Sunday, as my siblings are Eagle fans, and I would really love to stick it to them if we could fucking beat them. I hear the constant disrespect I hear. I'm fucking sick of it, and be good. Some people need to be humbled. So, but I will end it there. Share the podcast, get the podcast review. We are everywhere. Blitzburg Coverage Podcast, the #1 podcast in the world for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Football, we bought it. We love it. This energy is not manufactured in a lab. This energy is not me fronting. It's not fake. Watch the videos. Watch the footage. This is passion from the heart. This is just energy that you can't just, it's fucking just wild. I'm a menace. I love it, and I will not apologize to anybody this Sunday or the Sundays leading. I will not apologize for my behavior or the way I act in the next month, because I have been waiting a long time for us to be this good. So I am not responsible for my behavior. I am not responsible for what happens the next month. But here or there, that's not to say here or there. Y'all have a great Tuesday. Maybe I'm still a little thumpy. I don't know. A little jumpy. I don't know. But we out this thing, man. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. We out this thing. Find us everywhere. Facebook, Twitter /X, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify. We on all that shit. Hope you enjoyed it. And we out, man.